Okay, so wonderful August day. This is the water meter and water pressure video and some others. And the water meter is here inside the front parkway. The home faces north. Now, this is an analog meter, but it doesn't have a really sensitive flow indicator on it. So I've relied on that 7. It's the most sensitive digit, and also this Procoder wheel is the flow indicator. And you know, it's right there at 5.5 where I found it. So for the purpose of this inspection, we've passed the water meter test. Alright, now right here, this valve is not supposed to be your main water shutoff valve, and I'm going to get to that in a moment. This valve belongs to the city. That arrow is pointing towards the house and the water's on. If you turn it around so the arrow's pointing away from the house and these ears line up so they can put a padlock on it because you didn't pay your water bill, well then the water's off in that case, that instance. Alright. Now since we're here, and see how this lock has been disengaged? That tells me that people besides the meter reader had been in here, and that likely that's the way you turn the water off to the house. We're going to get into that in just a moment. Here's the Bonnie card, assortment of goods. This is the check valve anti-siphon device for the lawn sprinkler system. Jump ahead just a moment. Okay, it's been lined with gravel, but you should have about 3 inches of clearance underneath that valve so somebody get their hand around there and service it. And obviously, nobody serviced it in a while. Our handles are rusty. Okay, is that going to break off if you try to turn it? I bet it will. I bet it will. Now, when this home was built, it wasn't required to have a main water shutoff valve to the lawn sprinkler system. It is required to have a main water shutoff valve to the home. So we do not have a main water shutoff valve to the lawn sprinkler system, and I'm going to call that a deficiency. But it's also worth noting that it wasn't required when this system was initially installed. We're going to go around here to the east side of the home. This is the closest exterior bib faucet I can find to the meter. We're going to check our water pressure here. We're looking for between 40 and 80. My understanding is that they can go low now. I don't know why, but 80 is too high. Everybody agrees on that. And what do we have here? We got about 65. Excuse me, about 55. About 55 psi. So that's good. That's a good meter reading. And I'll come back to get a still image of that. Going across a front flower bed here. We're going to go to the west side of the front walkway. Oh, by the way, lawn sprinkler head shouldn't be closer to the structure than 6 inches. It's assumed that this is the main water shutoff valve for the home, and I can't see one in there. I'm gonna have to dig one out or something. You know, we just don't have it. So, and see these white guys right here? These are the main sewer cleanouts on the flower bed on the west side of the front walkway. And so you got a double cleanout. That's a good one because the auger will go this way, or it'll go this way, or snake, or rotary, or call it what you will. But that way we don't have a dead spot in the middle. That's why we put 2 of them there. Oh, while we're jumping around to the lawn sprinkler system, this is the weather sensor.